Wanderers, killing bosses can be a chore if you're looking to get your mythics. From Belial, who has the highest drop rate in the game, it is only about a 2.5% chance to get that drop. And then finding your specific mythic can be even harder. What's going to be the fastest way for you to get those mythics in Season 9? That's going to be crafting. We're going to cover the ways that you can get unlimited sparks in the season right now. There are a couple fast ways, and then there's a couple ways that you can do just solo, and we're going to cover both of those. We have it in a document right here. This document will be in the description of this video. This is going to cover both your solo method, and it's also going to cover the group method. Now, obviously, the group method is going to be the fastest. We're going to cover all of that and more in this video. Now, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to start off with a brand new character. Now, I have been playing the Barbarian all season long, and I want to make sure that I pick a class that is going to be one that I already have, and I'm going to start on normal. The reason that I want to pick one that I already have is we're going to be doing this for the reputation board. I want to be able to pick a class that when I get to level 60, I can immediately put on all of the gear that I already have. As soon as you zone in, the very first thing that you're going to do is you're going to come over here and you're going to unlock your board. You just have to complete the first quest right here, and then you'll have access to gaining all of the increased reputation from killing elites throughout the world. Once you've gone through and you've completed the first strong room that the quest line is going to take you through, there's one very important step. Now, it looks like we did unlock the board here, but we actually haven't gotten the quest and access to gaining it yet. We have to make sure that we finish this one right here. Once we've done this, that will now unlock the quest that shows right here where we start gaining the heraldic knowledge. As you gain that heraldic knowledge, that is what's going to level up your reputation board. So we have to make sure that that's something that you do. Don't skip that important step right there. And we'll look back at the document here. We've now gotten through all of this. You're going to start gaining your reputation as you go into Helltides. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to make sure we head into Helltides. We want to get there at the top of the hour. So it right now is just about 2 p.m. for me. It is 1:59. When that ticks over, I will have 55 minutes of Helltides to be active. My goal is to get 900 cinders collected and get to level 15, and then we're going to change to the highest difficulty setting. So I'll show you exactly what that looks like so you can see why we're going to be doing that strategy and how this is actually a really fast and effective leveling strategy for anything even outside of just doing a spark farm. So you've gone over to Helltides. You've gotten all of your cinder. Now, I don't have as much cinder in this video, but you want to get up to that 900 mark. Once you have collected 900 cinder, you should be about level 15, which is what we're at right now. We've got our potion on. Level 15 is going to unlock Penitent. Now, you're going to have to test this out. If you fail, you're going to lose a lot of cinder, but you're going to have to see how tanky your character is. I have some good runes on. I think I'll be all right. So I'm going to jump up to Penitent here. This is going to increase the damage monsters, but if you look here, it also is going to give me 175% more experience than what I would have gotten if I was on normal. So that's why we're jumping up to this difficulty setting. Now we're already in Helltides, so what we're going to do is we're going to run out and we're going to go find the first closest chest. With the chest here, all you're going to do is you're just going to sprint to it on your horse, and then you're going to open up that chest. So once you walk outside of the town, it'll appear. And then this is the chest right here. You're going to go there as fast as you can. You're going to run right up to the chest, and you're just going to click on open. Now, right there, we've gotten a whole bunch of experience. If you watch my experience bar, it flew up. Now you just find the next chest, and then you're just going to run to the next chest. This is going to be the fastest way to give yourself some levels, because you can just sprint on your horse. Hopefully you stay alive. The whole point is to not to kill as much as you possibly can. So you want to get to that chest and try and open it before the monsters get you. So we just got that one, and I've already gained a full level. So then you're going to go and you're just going to find the next one and the next one and the next one. And then that's going to be how you're going to level up. And that's going to be the fastest method, especially early on until you start getting nightmare dungeons. If your character is strong enough because you have your seasonal powers and you have all of that other gear and stuff and access to material, you can actually jump straight up to Penitent. And if you watch there, I just got almost an entire bar. Now we just got to get out safe. Then you're good to go. Before we get into what happens after level 60, what we want to do is we're going to talk about the group leveling method. When you're in a group, you're going to find a friend, and we'll talk about the best ways to find a friend, because if you have always been playing solo, I got a great option for you. But as you can see here, I'm just standing here at the very front of the pit. As soon as we kill the boss, I'm now dinged over right into level 60. Now this takes just a couple runs. So you want to have a pit run that you can do in probably about 1.5 to 2 minutes. You don't really need to do anything super crazy, super high. You don't have to be pulling people through pit 100 to get them leveled up. You just need to do something that's very fast, efficient. You're going to get there in about 10 to 15 minutes. You'll have a level 60 character. Now, we've talked a little bit about how you can make some friends and how you can get people to play with. We have an amazing Discord community. There is a lot of people in there. They are running stuff every single day. If you have a strong character that you can run a pit run with, and you can do it very quickly, you guys can trade off and you can take turns leveling each other up. It's a very active and very, very welcoming place to be, whether you've been playing the game since the start, like I have, or you're brand new to the game. Just went free to play on PlayStation. There's a lot of brand new people joining us. So you guys are more than welcome to hop into the Discord. The link will be in the top of the description of this video. So now we've done everything. You've gotten your mercenaries equipped. You got your outfit set up because that is super important. You've gotten your mercenaries if you have the expansion pack. You are ready to go. You've got to level 60, whether you've leveled it yourself or whether you had someone do it for you. After level 60, now this barbarian here, I just finished leveling up, still have all the leveling gear on. I've already gone through, put my Paragon points in, got my gear set up. Really great tip for you. Make sure you have enough stash space that you can put every single piece of gear that you know that you're going to need for the build that you want. You're going to go to, let's say, Mobalytics here and pull up my Lunging Strike build. And we're going to put in our skill points and we're going to put a Paragon boards in. Even though we have 0 glyphs, that doesn't really matter because you're still going to be able to do Torment 4 content if you had a character that is geared enough to do Torment 4. So we're going to come over here. I already have all my stuff saved in the armory. I'm going to equip my gear. Now I have all of the skills, all of my Paragon board, all of the gear from a very, very high clearing character, just minus the glyphs. So this is going to be something that I can now take into what we're going to do is we're going to go into the Infernal Hordes. Now the Infernal Hordes are great because they have a ton of elites. Elites is what you're going to use to get your reputation board maxed out. And if you need to, along the bottom here, I actually have a setup for the Infernal Horde guide. It'll walk you through what steps to take. This will actually help you max out your reputation. Elites and Hellborns are all going to be considered something that will give you your reputation. So you can use this guide to make the correct selections for which ones you want to run inside the Infernal Hordes. Now on this character that I have right here, I specifically have not unlocked the quest yet. I'm going to unlock the quest right now, and then I will show you how much one Infernal Horde does if we get the right choices, and we'll show you what the choices were that we picked, and then how it ended up at the very end, so you can see how much reputation you get from just a single Infernal Horde run. All right, so I just cleared my Infernal Horde run. This was a 10 wave. I did it solo. This is on the character with no glyphs, so this is brand new. Now remember, we're going to miss a lot of power with your glyphs missing. So take into consideration what you can do, Torment 1, Torment 2, 3, 4. We're just here, not for the Ether, but for the elites. So some of the choices that we made, we got Hellborns and we got Ether Lords. Those are all going to give us options to give us more reputation as we level up. We also got increasing Hellborns as they spawn. So the more that you can spawn, the more reputation you'll get. That's really going to be the most important part of this. So we'll actually get to see how much reputation we got once we kill the bosses. And it was actually quite a bit. And if you don't believe it, you can actually go out there and you can try it yourself, but it really does make a huge difference just running the Infernal Hordes instead of going out. Now you can do Nightmare Dungeons, you can do escalating Nightmare Dungeons if you want to, but this character, for me, is just going to be something that I'm going to end up deleting right after this. So the reason that we're going to be deleting this is because this is just going to be used for our sparks. So we'll go back and we'll go and check the reputation board. And now that we've killed the bosses, we've done one and only one 10 wave Infernal Hordes. So how much reputation did we actually get for doing this? We have almost reached the halfway mark on the entire thing. We've gone way more than halfway. So we hit 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We're so close in just a single Infernal Horde run. Now that's about 10 to 13 minutes, depending on how quickly you choose your boons and your banes. So in about 13 minutes, and then another 10 minutes, and then let's say one more Infernal Horde. So you're looking at about 45 to 50 minutes to get one spark per character. It's incredibly fast. Now we swapped over to my main character, so you can see that it's really not worth turning in your Herodic file. This season, they made it so that it costs a whole lot to get a whole little. We have 700,000 Herodic file. if you go over and you go to turn in any of these here, you can turn in and get 200 knowledge for 2,000. Now, if I was to do the math on that, that is 2.5 million heraldic file for one chest. So it's really not worth it to do it that way. You can turn it in for a little bit of extra boost if you need to get there for one extra rank, but that's going to be your absolute slowest method of doing it. So farming your sparks, now you've gotten a whole bunch of sparks. Now you want to craft. You can come over to the blacksmith. If you do not have the expansion pack, you go to forge equipment, and then you can go mythic uniques here. This is going to give you a random mythic. If you don't have the expansion pack, there is no other way to target farm a specific one. If you do have the expansion pack, you can come over here to the jeweler. You can go right to your rune crafting here, and this is where you're going to get your mythic uniques. Now, if you hover over them, it doesn't actually tell you the name, so you can right click, or you can use the button on your controller here. That's going to show you, it says hide comparison or show description. Now you're going to hit one of those buttons here, and it'll show you exactly which one you want to see, and that's the ones that you're going to need. So for this one here, you would need Tam, Cax, and Zan. So that's going to be your specific crafting for whatever mythic you're looking to get your hands on. The only other way for you in the game to get sparks is to go and complete your seasonal journey. You get a single spark for doing this, and then they did just fix Lilith, and I'll have a video coming out for how to kill Lilith because she is now fixed. You just come down here, you complete Lilith, and you'll be able to get one spark for your entire account. Doesn't matter how many characters you create or you go kill her on. You get one spark per your account per season. So when you first start off your season, if you have a single character, you can get 3 sparks to begin with. And then as you start creating your new characters and you do this method, you'll be able to get more and more sparks for it. That's all I got. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, make sure you share it with your friends. Thank you everybody for watching.